Welcome, Seeker, to a profound journey into the architecture of self-mastery. In this masterclass, we shall uncover the timeless principles that transform raw potential into an unstoppable force, echoing the wisdom of ages past, delivered directly to your consciousness. Understand this fundamental truth. Knowledge and skills are not mere utilities. They are the very gold of existence, the most potent currency of the soul. When you commit yourself to their acquisition, you initiate an alchemical process, elevating your essence beyond any measure you could possibly conceive. Time itself carries an undeniable weight. For every hour left uninvested in the honing of your craft, a reckoning awaits. When that inevitable fall arrives, born of neglect, its impact will be undeniably painful.
Life, in its rawest form, is a demanding labyrinth. The path forward is often obscured, and no benevolent guide stands at its treacherous gates to offer counsel. Once you depart the structured corridors of formal education, the world offers no map, no compass to tell you which direction to turn, or even for what unique purpose your mind is truly fashioned. You are then cast into a vast wilderness, and within that untamed expanse, you are compelled to forge your own singular way. Many have traversed this wilderness, wrestling with the elusive what and how of their true calling. You may feel a burning desire to create something enduring, something that transcends the ephemeral, that speaks across generations rather than merely for the passing moment. Yet, in those initial stages, the pursuit of basic survival or the lack of disciplined focus can pull one into endeavors that feel hollow, transient, like words written on sand that vanish with the tide. The yearning for profound, lasting impact can feel thwarted by the immediate demands of existence.
Moments of profound disorientation, even despair, are not uncommon. One might feel utterly adrift, unmoored from purpose. Yet it is imperative to grasp a deeper truth. Even within these apparent failures, a crucial foundation is being laid. Every challenge faced, every attempt, however imperfect, contributes to a subterranean accumulation of power. The discipline to produce under immense pressure, the art of crafting a narrative that grips the attention from its very inception, the understanding of structural integrity in any creative endeavor, the rigor of deep investigation, and the command of impactful presentation. These are not acquired in comfort. They are forged in the crucible of trial and error, brick by painstaking brick, often without conscious recognition of the high-level skill being acquired. Then, when the convergence of preparation and opportunity finally aligns, you will discover an innate readiness. The world itself seems to unfurl before you precisely because the groundwork has been meticulously prepared. Through this process, your very neurological architecture is profoundly rewired. This transformative capacity is not a rare gift. It is a remarkable power intrinsic to every human being. Research into the profound adaptability of the brain has revealed that through focused and intentional strategies, the very physical matter of our neural pathways can be altered. Our concentrated thoughts, our deliberate efforts, literally reshape our material existence.
Therefore, to commit seriously to the cultivation of a skill is to engage in a biological metamorphosis. You are actively forging new connections within your being, linking elements that were once disparate, creating a richer, more integrated self. And inevitably, a moment will arrive, a pivotal juncture where the world will present an urgent demand, an opportunity to launch an enterprise, to articulate a magnum opus, to assume a mantle of leadership. In that moment, you will sprout forth, robust and vital, from the rich soil you have diligently spent years preparing. Without the anchor of developed skill, existence can feel like an endless cycle of confusion and aimlessness. But with mastery, you acquire a vector. You gain an unshakable direction. You are no longer merely drifting. You are unequivocally headed somewhere significant.
Understand that confidence is not an inherent trait bestowed at birth. It is a cultivated physiological state. When you embody power through your actions and bearing, the world instinctively perceives you through that lens. Even a gesture as simple as a genuine smile can fundamentally alter your internal psychological landscape. Should you find yourself momentarily lost or doubting, turn your gaze inward to your own history. Seek out that singular moment, however seemingly small, perhaps a triumph in a challenging project, or a moment of peak performance in a past endeavor where you undeniably excelled. Recall that precise emotion, summon its essence, and employ it as an anchor, drawing forth its strength into your present reality.
And always remember the immutable law of boldness. Timidity is a slow, insidious poison that erodes potential. To embark upon any significant undertaking with hesitation is to inadvertently invite its failure from the very outset. Conversely, the world, in its essence, is drawn to the audacious. Even a grand, bold failure carries a far greater weight, a more profound lesson than a timid, cautious success. Individuals do not instinctively align themselves with the insecure. They are drawn to and follow the one who possesses the courage to simply begin, to take the decisive leap. Boldness, by its very nature, generates its own profound gravity, pulling opportunity and followers into its orbit. To those who feel adrift or challenged in navigating the complexities of the modern era, embrace your fundamental inner strength. True potency is not expressed through the diminishment of others. It manifests as profound self-control, as a security in one's own power so complete that it naturally extends decency and respect to all. Channel your intense energies, your intrinsic drive, even what might be perceived as aggression. Direct that fierce fire, that burning intensity, not outward in conflict, but inward and upward, transforming it into productive output, into profound creations, or into illuminating truths that expose the hidden realities of existence. This is the ultimate alchemy. Taking the raw, sometimes uncertain, sometimes tempestuous energies of your deepest nature, and, through conscious will and sustained effort, transforming them into the gleaming gold of mastery.